Hey there, Mr. Colby Sharp. I'm here to talk about Carry On, Mr. Bowditch. I will show you very shortly where I am, and we will go on a little field trip. Now, I was confused as to why my library put this in the biography section because I didn't think it was a biography. When I got home, before I started reading it, I went to worldcat.org and did a search of the book and found that most libraries put it in the fiction section. So I read it more as fiction than as nonfiction. Apparently, it's based on Nathaniel Bowditch's life, but the author creates some new characters and changes some things around. So I'm glad I knew that before I read it. Alright, Mr. Sharp, let's do this. Here we go. Carry On, Mr. Bowditch is a book that I probably would have never picked up. It would not have interested me by its subject, by its length, or by its writing style. Am I glad I read it? Sure. I'm glad I read it, as I am with all the Newbery books that we read, because it makes me a more well-rounded reader and makes me appreciate the books that are published today. A few things that I liked. I liked the first 50 pages more than any other part of the book. I liked when you knew Nathaniel as a child, when you knew Nate as a child, you got to see how smart he was. I absolutely loved the scene at his school when his teacher was a total jerk to him, and his teacher said to him that there's no possible way that he could have solved that math problem. And he says, no, I did solve it. And he goes home, and his father ends up coming to school and says, no, have him do the math problem in front of you. And he proves to his teacher that he is a mathematical genius. And I think because of that, his teacher treats him differently. Now, sadly, as you know, he didn't get to carry on in school because of his family's financial issues. He always dreamed of going to Harvard. It's sad that he doesn't actually get to go to Harvard. You know what happens in the end, though, that he's given an honorary degree, so I was happy about that. So, what else about the book? I learned a little bit about navigation. I learned about a person who I never knew about and probably would not know about without having read this book. So I'm thankful for that, Mr. Sharp. And now I am going to stop talking because there are people waiting for my parking spot, and I have to keep signaling, no, I'm not actually leaving. So many people think I'm rude right now. Alright, Mr. Sharp, where am I? Well, I am right now in downtown Naperville. That is the Apple store, and you've been to Naperville before. You ate over there at Lou Malnati's with some Nerdy Book Club friends. And the reason that I'm in downtown Naperville right now is because there is a book today that had a book birthday. And you and I are both super excited about that book. I just got a message from the author of this book saying that the wonderful Amy Dykman got both of us signed copies. So I am super excited for that. So let's go on a little field trip, Mr. Colby Sharp. I'm not going to talk though because I'm going to feel kind of weird, kind of odd. So here we go. And there we are in front of the best place in the world, Anderson's Bookshop. I'm going to go to the crosswalk. Let's look in the windows, Mr. Sharp. All right. Have a good day. All right.
Oh my god!
Oh, are you talking about Ivan? Isn't it the best book ever?
Yes.
It is. It is. I met the real Ivan. Let me just finish this video on that. Alright, Mr. Sharp, here we go. 2 copies, and now I'm going to go because that was so funny that Ivan made an appearance.